What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block for June 5th, 2018. 1 week until we find out what Nintendo has in store for us for the rest of 2018 and maybe into 2019. I'm very excited. Joining me, as always, that retro code, Edward Varnell.
Ooh, I got a game to talk about. Hi, everybody.
I've also got games to talk about finally this week. Also joining us, the wise Wisconsinite, Jesse Douglas.
Yeah.
What's up?
Woo!
Yeah, I can't wait. E3. It's finally here. Almost.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. E3, man. What a time of the year, and it's gonna cheer me up so much after the Cavs lose this finals. It looks like, but it's okay. You know what? It's okay.
I honestly think I get more excited for this than even if the Packers were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean that's
because I get excited. Don't get me wrong. I'd love that, but I got more stake in this.
Well,
I got more interest in.
As a Cleveland Browns
game.
fan, I have to ask you, what's a Super Bowl? And Ed's just like, sports.
Though you guys. So you guys have probably played more playoff games though than the Lions, haven't you?
Ooh, no.
No?
I think since the Browns came back in 1999, I think we've only been in 2 playoff games.
Well,
They didn't win no games last year, right?
Yeah, we didn't win a single game last year. In the last 2 years, we are 1-31. In the last 2 seasons.
Is the Detroit Lions better?
Yeah, the Lions are way better than us.
Well, the thing is though too, I know technically it's not the Browns who did that, but it's just still BS that your Browns basically got turned into Baltimore, the Ravens. Yeah. And then, once they were the Ravens, then they started doing pretty good. Weren't they doing fairly well, though, before they turned into Baltimore?
Yeah, they were on the cusp of being, a real Super Bowl contender. And then, the year after the Browns came back in 1999, the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2000. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess it was the season the Browns came back, the Ravens won the Super Bowl. Which is, a real punch in the face because the Browns only won, 2 games that year.
Yeah. So that's enough. That would if I was a Browns fan, I'd probably be pretty done with football, to be honest.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Everybody, when it comes to sports, if it don't say Tecmo Bowl, Double Dribble, or Joe Montana football, or the Midway one, Blitz, I know nothing.
Yeah.
And arch rivals at times.
Yeah,
or Brunswick bowling.
Right.
Man, look, it's Cavs time now. Oh no, there's a recording on TV. Why fix it?
Oh well.
Yeah, well, I don't care right now. I'll fix it after the show. They'll still be playing. Anyways, so now that we're done talking about sports, I'm going to start with what I've been playing, because I've actually been playing games.
Yay!
So I'm going to stick with Switch, because we've all been playing the same Xbox games, I'm assuming. So I've been playing... I played the Mario Tennis Aces demo, probably for an hour. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this, but it's good. I can't wait for Mario Tennis. I like how they seem to add some mechanics to actually hitting the ball instead of just there's like at first there was like the power shot, the light shot, and then like the spike shot or whatever. Now like there's different ways you can hit the ball. There's different like shots within the shots, and then like I was really worried about the racket breaking thing, but it's not really that bad. I think they need to tweak it a tiny bit before the game comes out, which I'm sure if people complain enough because it's the internet, I think that mechanic is gonna add some kind of level of strategy to the game, whether you want to hit the ball back or not. Like, and when your racket takes damage, it's only on specific shots. Okay. So like there's something called like a block where you can block the ball and hit it back without taking damage on these specific shots, and it's just like it's like a timing thing. So I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as people are saying it is, but we'll see. I like it though. I played as Yoshi and Mario, and they both play relatively the same. I think Yoshi's a little bit faster, but it's cool though. I like it. But the other game I've been playing is N++, the game I've been waiting for. Dude, I refuse to play the next level until I grab all the gold coins in one level. Like, I refuse.
Wow.
So I've probably already put like 2 hours into that game, but I'm still in the tutorial levels because I refuse to move on until I get these coins. And now I'm stuck on one where like you jump up this like these walls, you wall bounce all the way up, and then you have like this thin crevice to jump over the door and land by the gold coins, and it's like that's hard enough to do as it is, right? But behind each of the gold coins, if you grab the coins in a certain way, there's bombs behind them. And then if you pick up the gold coins in a specific way, it activates the bombs. And then if you touch the bombs, obviously you're dead. So it's like a very like, I don't know, man. It's hard.
Meticulous way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. It's hard, but it's actually thinking about it now, I think I know what I'm supposed to do now. I'm like literally just sitting here thinking about it, but man, that game is going to keep me like sane for the next year, I think. Because like, there's almost 5,000 levels in that game now. And like they have in the single player stuff, there's all like the N++ levels, and then they added the legacy levels, which is all the levels from N and N+. And then there's the hardcore levels, which there's about 1,000 of the hardcore levels, and then there's race and co-op modes, which also adds combining both of those probably about 500 levels. So it's like there's a lot of N++ to be played, and like the co-op stuff can be played with just the Joy-Cons, which not really the ideal way to play it, but it's still good. It's still a good time. So my only issue with the game is you cannot map the buttons, because when I'm playing, like I want to be able to, like, just naturally playing Mario and other platformers on other consoles and stuff, on the Pro Controller, I want to hold Y down and jump with B, but I have to hold X down and jump with A, and then Y becomes the restart button, where I want X to be the restart button. And like sometimes I'm doing really well and then I'll accidentally hit the wrong button because I'm used to that. Yeah. And then I blow myself up on accident.
Wow.
And then I have to restart the level. But it plays really good in handheld mode. I thought the lack of a D-pad was going to be an issue, but it actually turns out that the buttons are the issue I have with the game. But it's not really an issue. It's just an adjustment I have to make, and I have to train myself for. But N++ is really good. It's a good time. It's only $14.99 also. So anybody listening out there who wants a really fun platformer, if you like Celeste and Super Meat Boy and those types of games, N++ is right up your alley. And I'd say it's even harder than both of those games, but it's still fun. Oh, it's so much fun.
What? The controls in the game are really tight.
Yeah.
Like they're not hard to get used to. You just gotta time the floatness and everything, and just keep an eye. Cause man,
it's hard to explain, but the game feels like the ninja feels floaty when he's in the air, but like you can still control where he goes.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. It's not like Little Big Planet was, where it's just like you jump and you float and you can't really judge because he's so floaty and you're used to playing Mario. But N++ is that good float where like, okay, it's more of like a hang time float than just a like, oh, I'm just gonna jump and float over here or whatever. You know what I mean? So it feels so good. I love it.
Yeah. I think it would be. I'd probably like it if it's like a lot like Lightfall and stuff where.
Yeah,
because like
it feels like Lightfall actually a little bit slower, I'd say, but.
Okay.
Like the jumping and the running mechanics kind of feel a little bit like that.
Okay.
Which is
and then like
get back to.
Because I know Lightfall 2 is like that's like some of the things that make that game difficult is you have this very small margin of error, like where you've got to jump between things like just right and stuff like that, and that's what that kind of sounds like you have to do a lot of. Like there's a lot of like precise things where you got to jump through small areas.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying this game a lot. So, but anyways, Jesse, we're gonna go with you. What have you been playing?
So as far as like for Nintendo other than what we've been playing together, I really haven't gotten a chance this week to play much. I think I played a little more of the Pinball Arcade on my Switch, but other than that, today I went to a barcade and played a whole bunch of Nintendo stuff on arcade, so that was fun. Like I've never got to play Super Mario World on arcade, so I got to play that.
The player's choice, is it the 10-player choice one?
It was one that was there was 3 games you could play. You could either play Super Mario World, Super Punch Out, or what was the other game? I think it was some kind of sports game.
Okay.
Baseball. It was one of the baseball games. I don't remember what it was, but yeah. So I played Super Mario World and then I played some Super Mario Brothers. They had, you could play the first game or whatever. And then I played some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade.
Yeah.
I played that on 2 different systems. They had the one system where you could pick a bunch of games. Oh, and then I played Contra on that one as well. I played Contra arcade. That was fun. And then. What else? I played a couple of pinball machines. They only had like 3 pinball machines, but they were awesome. Like the Ghostbusters one was amazing, and then they had a Guardians of the Galaxy one, and that one was pretty cool too. Like you could pick like which Guardian you wanted or which character you wanted to be.
Oh, nice.
And then they had a N64 set up with Mario Kart, and they had 4 controllers, so 4 people could play, and that was free. That didn't cost anything to play it. You could just play that if you wanted to, sit and play that all day if you want to do it for free. And then what else? I played some Captain America and the Avengers. So it's like basically it's a lot like the X-Men game and stuff like that where you can.
But they're like really small.
Yeah, they're smaller. Yeah.
I played the arcade and then I played the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, I like the I played that and I played as Iron Man, but yeah, I didn't care for that one as much as the original X-Men one. The original X-Men one is still better. But I just wanted to try stuff, and they had the Simpsons one, but I didn't really get a chance to play it because there was a guy there, like a maintenance guy, that kind of just maintains the systems, and I think he was fixing some of those. He was fixing that and one other game. And then they had Double Dragon, they had Final Fight, they had I don't know. I played some Space Invaders, and they had this really sweet cabinet for Space Invaders where it was like they had this like hologram thing in the back of it, so it looked like 3D, like almost.
Cool.
It was the original game laid over it, but they had this like the way they like had it projecting on it. It made it look like there was this like hologram of like a planet, like coming over the horizon or something like that. In the background, it made it look really cool, and it kind of lit up with like a greenish, like and red colors and stuff like that. And then they had a whole bunch of like actual like legit Nintendo arcade games and stuff. So, but so that's mostly what I've been playing this week. So.
I really want to go to a barcade. All of them are in the city, though.
Okay.
Yeah, because we got Dave and Buster's. We got Galloping Ghost in Brookfield. And then we got a nickel arcade place called Nickel City close here. That was close to my old job. But I'm just like, I want to go to a bar. I think there's one in Wisconsin. In Kenosha, but I'm just like, I want to go to one and just experience it. Not really drink or anything, but just be like, let me see what games they have and who I could play with or who I could beat up in Street Fighter Third Strike if they got it.
They had a whole bunch. They had a couple of fighting games, and then I tried. I haven't played it in forever, but I played the Guitar Hero arcade. I played it on medium, even though I hadn't played in a while. I put it on medium and did okay. I got like 88% or something like that, but I was missing a lot of the blue, like switching the blue to yellow buttons really quick. So it's fun though. I definitely go back again sometime and go. I spent $10 and I think I was there for like 2 hours almost on $10 because it was only a quarter per play. Like it was 50 cents for the pinball, but otherwise everything else was a quarter per play. And like when I played Super Mario World on 1 quarter, I ended up finishing 3 levels before the timer ran out.
Yeah, so. That's the player's choice. They give you like a 3-minute time. Our Pizza Hut used to carry it, and I used to always play Double Dragon. Oh gosh.
Well, and it's weird because it's like this big, overly shaped, like large, like Super Nintendo controller that's like mounted to it. It's really weird, but it works. Like I was like, how is this gonna work? But yeah, it works.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going back. So.
Nice. What about you, Ed?
So, keeping with the guys. Well, besides Xbox, anything new that I played was Battlefield Hardlines. I'm playing that, and I'll explain to that like on Optional Opinion if you guys check that out. But for Switch, I picked up Just Shapes and Beats, and that game is like now in the leading nomination of Indie Game of the Year. Like it, to me, is almost rivaling like Shovel Knight as the best indie game of this generation. And I'm going to tell you why from my viewpoint. Not sure Squaws. I know.
Didn't say a word.
I just see you shake your head. That's why.
It's because nothing's better than Shovel Knight, but you're allowed to be wrong. It's okay.
Just like O'Connor Class, I really enjoyed that game too. But the music in this game is the trailer just does not give it justice. I'm literally looking for the soundtrack because I'm a big, huge house head. The music is phenomenal in here. Like you literally could just plug it in your car or whatever amp you is and just bang out these good tracks, and the challenges are good. So you kind of go through you're like a shape, and it kind of doesn't explain to you what's really going on, but you're trying to catch this triangle. You catch this triangle, you're like, okay, good. Now this is how the game kind of works. These red bars and these red lights and stuff will give you indication, but when it's full, you got to be out the way. You got to make sure that anything red coming your way, you don't be by it. You don't have a shoot button, so you can't. And this is just the intro levels. You can't shoot anything, but you can dash, so you can dash through it. So while the beats are coming on, the beats are matching the shots. So you got to make sure that you're paying attention to the music and paying attention to the scene. And I was just like, okay, I got this. When you get to a boss, you get no checkpoints. So if you get like about 6 hits on a boss. So if you get to like the last part of it and it hits you, you have to do that whole thing over. And they show you at the top of the screen, like you guys can't see, I know, like right here is the top of the screen is a big line with that shape going along right there. So you got to make it all the way through, and that's how you defeat a boss. That's even before you get into the intro of the game, like with the title screen and everything. And so I was just like, oh my goodness. And it gets a little bit funny when you like get to the title screen and get to the end of it. And I'm just like, I could just play this for years to come. It is so good. It's literally my lead for Game of the Year for indies. I don't know how long it is because like I said, I just got it. But it's you would just be like, the music kind of tricks you because it's so mesmerizing. But you got to pay attention to the screen and everything, and you got to make sure that you are in a space where nothing can hit you and stuff, and you just got to be quick and move around and stuff. And it's like so good. And I think they got different musicians to contribute to the game.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're like local in that area or it's just people around the world. I don't know if they're like got albums out or anything. But yeah, I gotta find this soundtrack to this game because it's literally, you could just play it in the club and everybody would dance to it. It's literally house music mixed with techno, mixed with electronica, and everything works. It kind of gets difficult, but man, you gotta pay attention to it. So I'm loving Chess Shapes and Beats, and I threw it up on Twitter, and the two developer and the publisher favored my tweet, and I was just like, yes, now give me that good old soundtrack. Played Next Machina on PlayStation 4, ended up being that, got into the groove, really enjoyed that game. And pretty much that's all I've been playing. Beat Ikaruga on Switch, and I suck. My skills was so bad. But with a little practice, I'll get back into it. I beat it because I did it on free play, and I kind of want to limit myself on continues, so I could try to get to the game within 5 continues and stuff. So I got to better my skill play and learn levels all over again. It was funny. Friday I was coming from Chicago, and there was another passenger right by me. He came sat by me. I'm playing Ikaruga, and he was playing Sky Vapor, and I didn't get his Switch code. And I was just like, oh, I wanted to nerd out with you on this train ride. But I was just like so happy that he sat by me, and we both was playing Switch. I was just like, yes. But that's pretty much all I've been playing. So, yeah, everybody, if you own PC and you own a Switch, pick this game up if you're into house music and like a good challenge.
And if you have Spotify, they actually do have the soundtrack on there already. So I just sent it to you in our chat, or sent it. Yes. So yeah, I was just curious because they're pretty good about getting soundtracks on there. for games and stuff, because that's where I listen to like my Rhyme soundtrack and No Man's Sky. Even though I've never played No Man's Sky and I know nothing about it, I've heard that their soundtrack was pretty good, so I like checked that out, because the one local retro store that sells retro games, they have a lot of old like original soundtracks on vinyl. And that's one of them, and they actually have Battletoads soundtrack on vinyl too. But they had the No Man's Sky one, and so it was like $100 and some bucks, and I was curious if it was on Spotify, and sure enough it was, and I do like that soundtrack. But yeah, I'll definitely check this soundtrack out then. I do want to get the game though too, eventually, because that's kind of right up my alley as well. Like I love that kind of stuff.
And it mixed 8-bit with techno house, and it's like I just want to hear this, and it sucks because I have to focus, but my body wants to dance to it, and it gets literally crazy, and I'm just like dash about my head, dash about my, and it's so good.
Well, and my gaming TV is hooked up to a surround system, so that should sound fun. It should be fun.
Nice. Well, games, and more games.
Yes.
Games. Okay. Well, now that we're done talking about games, let's get into these news bits, if there are any.
News bits.
I'm just kidding. There's a few. Okay, so our first news story comes from Game Informer. Korean ratings board leaks Fortnite Switch port. On the heels of revealing E3 pamphlet, more evidence is mounting that Fortnite is coming to Switch. The Korean ratings board has rated a specifically Switch-based edition on the Juggernaut Battle Royale game. Yesterday, the same board revealed a rating for PS4 and Xbox One editions of the original Borderlands, yet to be confirmed announcement. Our take is, the last few weeks have been a smorgasbord of leaks, which will hopefully be confirmed at E3. If Nintendo has an infrastructure to bring Fortnite to Switch, grabbing a piece of its massive player base seems like a no-brainer. That'd be cool to play some Fortnite on Switch if they run it through your Epic account and not your Nintendo account. In that way, like when we play Squad Goals online, like I think that would be a cool feature for us to do on Squad Goals, or just as a video in general, where like I'm playing Fortnite in handheld mode on Switch. Well, I'm playing Fortnite on Switch, and then you guys are playing on Xbox at some point, and like we're playing cross-platform.
Well, it's questionable about the Fortnite thing, because a lot of people know if it is Battle Royale or if it's just a regular Fortnite game. And we don't know.
It'll probably be both, because Battle Royale is still technically a feature of Save the World, so it's probably it's probably going to be both parts of the game. I don't know why they would put one on and not another, especially since like out of everybody that's playing Fortnite, something ridiculous like 97% of people playing Fortnite are playing Battle Royale, and only 3% are playing Save the World. So,
well, that's why I wonder if it is getting this rating, and they bring out to the collection. I wonder if Epic is still going to continue that to keep Battle Royale free. Or are they going to connect it to where when you do buy the game, if you buy the game, you get Battle Royale with some extra items, and it's the only way that you can get some Nintendo cosmetics also in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if they would attach it like that.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, I would be down for Fortnite on Switch, and like, you know, I've been playing a lot more on my Switch lately, and like, I kind of see the Switch being the only console I play for a while in the next couple months. So,
and this is only for Korea. This is not for America.
Oh,
I should say.
That Korean's ratings board usually just rates everything before everybody else for some reason, and those are always the first ratings to come out when everybody's like, oh, the Game X has been rated, it's always the Korean ratings board or Amazon European website. Insert European country here. But anyways, Jesse, what do you think about Fortnite on Switch?
Yeah, I just think that it's inevitably it was gonna happen. I mean, it just like, you know, with its cartoon style graphics and everything, like it fits, you know, for a Nintendo game.
Yeah. And
you know, and it just, you know, and kids definitely all ages play it, so it's a good way for them to be able to, you know, because I mean the Switch is doing so well, they kind of would be dumb not to try to put it on there.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
I think you know, if Rocket League is able to run, and I know these are completely different games, but like they're running server side on their side. You just have to connect to their server through your console, right? And if like you can get cross-platform play through games like Rocket League and Minecraft and all these other cool games, like I don't see an issue with Switch hooking up to your Epic account and playing Fortnite through their server, right? So
yeah.
Anyways, I would be excited to play Fortnite on Switch. Just saying. I think we all enjoy Fortnite quite a bit when we play Royale with Cheese. So check out Royale with Cheese on Nerds Gone Rogue.
I do have. I do
Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern.
I do want to see how local play for Battle Royale would do, like at cons, because I think if you could do a local play with 100 players in the building, I think that would kind of take Fortnite Battle Royale to a new level.
Yeah, definitely. Plus, like, if you did that, plus, like, the rumor is there's going to be Nintendo-specific cosmetics in there. That would be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah. Like, if you're running around with, like, a Samus blaster on your arm or whatever, or, like, I mean, I could totally see these, like, you know, similar to the costumes that are in Bayonetta 2, like, I could totally see the, like, Nintendo-esque costumes coming to Fortnite just to mess with people. So
well, what I kind of would like them to do is, you know, like they occasionally they have these special limited run, you know, things where they're like they had the Thanos thing going on. Like like they really, like, in my opinion, if they really want to hook people, they need to start having some like game types that you can play, like, because they've, you know, like, I mean, you can't argue that they've gotten to the point now where they've got so many people playing this game that for them to have at least one other game type in that vein of doing the, you know, the 100 people, that making another game type isn't really gonna stop the game from not being able to find people to play with, you know. So because I think that's the only reason that they weren't doing, like, they won't keep any of that stuff, is because they're probably afraid that that if you split up all the people that are playing, well, then you might have a hard time playing one game type because it can't find people. But I think at this point that's nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah,
there's plenty of people playing it,
especially if, like, it's on mobile, it's on Xbox, it's on PC. Like, the only console like this probably isn't going to play nice with is PS4, right? So, like, you've got 5 other places that this game is on, and it's like you're not going to have an issue finding a game.
So especially if you can play in between the 3, the PC, Xbox, and Switch, if they all can play against the same kind of people, you know, or at least Switch and Xbox anyway. Yeah. So that's what they should do, though. And then Nintendo could, like, have their own game type where, like, you could do something where, like, you know, like, you could have all kinds of wacky things. Like, you could have, like, be able to, like, shoot shells at people or something, or, you know, like, I mean, or, like, fireball. Like, you could get this fireball suit and, like, shoot fireballs. You know, like,
they must about to try to mod Mario Kart for vehicles in that mud, and someone's going to cheat with the star. So.
Well, you know what? I was just thinking that, like, literally, they could have two different modes. You could have regular Fortnite, the Fortnite Battle Royale mode, and then you could have the Fortnite Battle Royale mode, like done, like Nintendo, like it would be Nintendo mode, where when you build walls and stuff, they would be the Mario blocks and stuff like that. So everything would be like built like it would look like a Mario world basically.
Yeah.
Like the maps would be like all like stuff you'd see in the background of Mario games.
And that's why I said they would attach that to you buying the whole game.
Yeah.
Get that.
I bet it would be like there would be like a not a cosmetic pack, but like, because I think some Nintendo stuff would be free just to entice you to get it there, right? But like maybe a Fortnite Nintendo Builders pack, or and then like obviously a lot of costumes and stuff would be cosmetic and stuff. So you would have to buy like a Nintendo Battle Pass almost, like separate from your regular Battle Pass to unlock certain things. But yeah, I think it would be cool.
Or they would just make them a cosmetic thing that you buy separately, like, you know, like not charge a whole lot for it.
Yeah,
but just
it would almost be like in Dota they sell map skins because there's only one map, but you can play the map however you want. Like there's like a water skin for the map, or there's a forest skin for the map, or you know, you could buy maybe you could buy skins for your map. Almost. Yeah. I don't know how that would work. I'm not a designer, but. Anyways. Yeah. We're going to move on.
I definitely think, though, them getting into using the Mario stuff, like, in the world and the, you know, building blocks and things like that would be, like, you know, it's such a perfect game setup for something like that to be used.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. We're going to move on to our next story. That was a lot of Fortnite talk. Not that I don't enjoy it, but... This comes from Nintendo Life and is a rumor. An IMDb posting suggests that Charles Martinet will be voicing Mario in the Wreck-It Ralph 2 movie. It's already been confirmed by Nintendo and Illumination that Mario will be making his grand return to the silver screen in his own outing at some point in the near future. And now, according to a listing on IMDb, the voice behind Nintendo's well-known mascot, Charles Martinet, will voice the iconic character in Disney's upcoming 3D animation film, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Martinet has been voicing Nintendo's mascot since 1990, so if this listing is accurate, it's fantastic to see his involvement with Wreck-It Ralph 2. With Bowser flying the flag for Nintendo in the original movie, Nintendo's cast would be represented once again in the second entry. For now, though, we'll just have to wait and see for any other information about the sequel.
What one? Did you say Illumination?
Yeah, the
that should be Pixar.
No,
Pixar does. Wreck-It Ralph.
No, the Mario movie is being done by Illumination.
Oh, okay. I was just like,
no, Wreck-It Ralph's being done by Disney Animation internal.
Pixar's not doing it.
Pixar didn't do the first one either.
I thought Pixar did.
No, it was Disney Animation.
Oh, wow.
Disney has three... Well, there's three teams between Disney Animation and Pixar. Well, there's four teams. There's two at Pixar and two at Disney Animation. That way they can get movies out every year. Because an animated movie approximately takes 2.5 to 4 years, depending on how long it is and like what you want to do with the movie or whatever. So...
Okay.
But I think a lot of people... Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Because when I heard Illumination, I'm like, I know I think that's DreamWorks.
Yeah, it is.
And stuff. So that's why I was just like, right, that's the weird thing. But
DreamWorks.
Well, go ahead, boss. I'm sorry.
DreamWorks is the worst. I can't watch any DreamWorks movie. I just can't.
Can't watch Shrek?
I hate Shrek. I hate Shrek so much. I hate Shrek. He's the worst. Shrek is the worst.
Shrek or those little yellow things?
Nope. They're both terrible, but I think the minions are better. The minions are better than Shrek. But they're both... It's like
Dude, the third Minions movie is so good.
I would rather.
I like it.
I would rather Ubisoft make a Rabbids movie.
Ooh.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet, but.
Yeah.
But what do you guys? I think a lot of people were expecting to see Mario at some point in Wreck-It Ralph 1, and like we saw Bowser, we saw the mushroom, but no Mario.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of Sonic. Not a lot, but more than probably cared to. But
Yeah, I'm excited. I like that would be a pretty sweet movie to have. Like if he wasn't like a main character, but I mean, he was in it, like more than just for a couple of seconds or something.
yeah,
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's the part of Mario. He's for all these years, he's still an icon to video games and recognizable anywhere. Like he will sell you on the movie, sell you on the game, sell you on a plush, board games, whatever. Mario is that powerful as a kind of character in video games. So it would be crazy for Nintendo definitely not to be working with Disney to get this happen.
Yeah,
I mean, they already got a good relationship. So
yeah. It still surprises me though that they went with DreamWorks and NBC and Universal for like theme parks and movies and stuff. Where like, I mean, it surprises me that they didn't go with Disney, but I think like the more I thought about it, it doesn't surprise me because like Nintendo and Disney both have that thing where they want complete control over the movie and the process and stuff, which I mean, I think Disney Animation Internal and Pixar would have done a fantastic Mario movie. Like that doesn't surprise me, but the way Nintendo operates, they want complete control over their stuff.
yeah,
Which is actually like the reason why Harry Potter world, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is at Universal as well, is because they pitched the idea to Disney first, right? And Disney wanted to make a whole park out of it, but they wanted complete control. And the people that are in charge of Pottermore, which is like the company now, and J.K. Rowling, they wanted it to look like the movies, where like they had all the schematics and stuff drawn up by the art director of the 3rd through 7th movie, and Disney wanted to do their own thing, which is why they're at Universal, because they are allowed complete control over what they wanted to do.
right. And plus, I don't know how licensing goes between that, like the deal and stuff. And I think Disney would save more money by doing their own parks.
Yeah,
and
well,
stuff,
I mean, right now, like my parents and I have been talking a lot about Disney because they're leaving. Well, by the time this episode goes up, they're already there. But like, they're going to Disney on Tuesday with my cousins. They're taking them. Like, we were supposed to go, but Sana's pregnant, so can't go. But they're going down, and like everything they're about to do or are doing and about to do to Disney World is like if there's one thing I would be podcasting about other than video games, which is something I really wanted to do, but nobody's as passionate about Disney as I am, it's like that. I would have done Disney stuff.
Oh, I love Disney.
But like, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff revolving around Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot. They're opening Star Wars Land next year. They're doing some Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel and Ant-Man stuff. Like, it's gonna look. Some of those parks are going to be completely unrecognizable to people who went like within the last year or so.
Yeah.
when is a lot of that supposed to be done?
Toy Story Land or Avatar Land is open right now.
Yeah.
Toy Story Land opens on June 30th.
Okay.
Star Wars Land opens next June. Guardians of the Galaxy stuff opens the summer following, and they want all this stuff done by their 50th anniversary, which is in 2021.
Okay.
Oh, they'll have it done by then.
And then the other rumor right now is that at Animal Kingdom, welcome to Disney Cast, they're gonna, after this summer, they're gonna tear down the African pavilion over at Animal Kingdom and build Wakanda for Black Panther.
Oh, that's nice.
Which would be cool because like I mean, I watched that movie and I thought the movie was okay, but like it's a visually stunning movie, and there's a lot of like African representation in that movie in terms of like the way they do tribes and colors and you know, customs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that would be really cool if they did that over there.
Yes. Yeah. Because that's pretty much stayed pretty basic and just like a safari setting and not really too much character to it other than that.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, that like I'm probably in the minority, but that's like what I was most excited to go see when I went to Disney is because like just because I love animals and all that stuff. So like I was more excited to go to that than go on rides.
That's the one thing I haven't did was Animal Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Animal Kingdom.
They have.
I think now, like, it used to be like it was an okay park, but there's like Disney's kind of gone through this renaissance of like, okay, we need to modernize our parks, right? And like, you know, Hollywood Studios is getting Toy Story Land and Star Wars Land, and they're redoing one of my favorite rides. And like, I don't know why they're not just keeping it a great movie ride, just updating it for all the stuff that Disney's acquired over the last 30 years, right? But like, you know, the Great Movie Ride had like Alien and Indiana Jones and Tarzan and Wizard of Oz stuff in there, and like they're remodeling that to be history of Mickey Mouse and like a Mickey and Minnie kind of cutesy car ride type thing. You know, they're doing a lot of stuff over there, and then Epcot Future World is getting all kinds of revamped to be more in tune with like the Marvel stuff. Which they're kind of on this weird thing where like they can't use any of the Avengers stuff because Universal's contract is through like 2030, so they can't use.
Wow.
They can't use Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and like I guess like the X-Men stuff they can't use either.
But they only could use it for the movies.
Yeah, I'm just talking theme park wise. Like they just
theme park wise, okay.
Yeah, like because Universal is so close to Disney World that like Disneyland can do it, but Disney World can't. It's like this weird like distance thing. I don't know. It's weird. But I think Universal is prepping though to allow Disney to have the Marvel license back because they've obviously got Harry Potter and now they've got Super Nintendo Land and you know they've got Jurassic Park and The Simpsons and King Kong and Transformers and all that stuff is coming back into play now. So, anyways, wow, that was great. That was so exciting for me to talk about all that stuff. But anyways, Mario might appear in the Wreck-It Ralph 2 movie, which I can't wait for that movie. And Incredibles 2 comes out in like 2 weeks. It comes out that Thursday after E3.
Right.
So, woo! I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that movie.
I love Incredibles so much.
I might sneak in and go see it that Friday morning. See, like
to wrap it all back around to Switch, Lego Incredibles 2 comes out that Tuesday. Anyways, right? I'm just trying to tie it all together, guys. Our next story comes from Nintendo Today. This is a eShop update. These were the best-selling Switch eShop games of last week, and it might not be what you think. Last week, Nintendo Switch eShop chart had a lot of surprises. For one, most of Nintendo's first-party titles were outsold by indie games. Out of the top 20, Super Mario Odyssey came in dead last at number 20. It shows just how strong the indie selection is on Switch, which is why so many indie developers are bringing their games to the console. But Nintendo's first-party titles have never really dominated the eShop charts anyway, because most of Nintendo's gamers prefer to buy the retail versions. I'm just going to go over this list here, some of the highlights for the... Well, I'll just read the whole list, actually. So, number 1 was Wizard of Legend, the roguelite that a lot of people are talking about.
It's good.
Yeah. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, number 2. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 at number 3. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition at 4. Mega Man Legacy Collection at 5. Stardew Valley at 6. Tropical Freeze at 7. Astro Bears Party at 8. It's because that game was on sale last week for like $1. Because like I was like, man, this would be a really funny Let's Play if we just did something dumb like Astro Bear Party. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at number 9, Human Fall Flat at 10, Arcade Archives versus Super Mario Brothers at 11, Minecraft at 12, Little Nightmares at 13, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection at 14, Overcooked at 15, Breath of the Wild at 16, 60 Seconds at 17, Rocket League at 18, Ikaruga at 19, and Super Mario Odyssey landing at the last spot at number 20. So, a lot of good indie games. Indie games dominating the charts, man.
Well, and that's amazing that Zelda is still in the top 15.
Yeah.
It's like you'd think everyone already has it, but that just shows that a lot of people are still buying Switches and getting it right away when they get their Switch.
Yeah. True. Odyssey still being on the list is amazing. I'm like, even at 20, that means that it's sold enough to be on that list. Yeah, so I mean, that's good. So that probably like around this time, a lot of companies would do like price drops for their AAA game, whether it's like 10 or 20% off or anything like that. Nope, Mario's still $60 and people are buying it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wizards of Legends is a really good game. I just got to get back to it.
Now, where's N++ on this list, guys?
Well, didn't it just come out?
Yeah.
Last week, last Thursday.
I'm sure it will go on the list eventually.
It's been out for 10 days. Where's it at? Just saying. Probably the second or third best indie game on the system right now, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. So,
the cavalcade of indie and big party games, AAA and first party, is in rotation now. It's in movement. Because, man, there's probably about another 20 games worth to get just for the summer.
Yeah.
So that list is going to change. But yeah, Hyrule Warriors, I agree with you, Jesse. Dude, that thing was hard to find the day it came out. Like, physical copies were hard to find anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so far behind on like getting the games that have come out. Like, I've given up. I don't have money, and I just
Sushi Strikers comes out on Friday, Ed.
Yes,
that game. So I really wanna get Mario Aces, Tennis or whatever when it comes out. I wanted to get Tropical Freeze, and I hopefully will eventually get that. But yeah, there's just so many games that have come out that I want. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, our last news story comes from Game Informer. Astro partners with Nintendo, starting with Zelda-themed headset. The Astro A10 headset is partnering with Nintendo to create a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild themed headset. The headset, which Astro says is just the first product from their collaborative work with Nintendo, is an A10 headset with sleek Zelda iconography covering it. The idea, Astro says, is to release headsets that can be used for Nintendo Switch voice chat. We worked closely with Nintendo to create a stylish, uncompromising audio experience with a special new chat adapter designed specifically for Switch. With Nintendo Switch Online smartphone app, players can chat with their friends while playing compatible games or at home on the go. The headset gets released this winter and will be shown off at E3. So,
really good, nice design. It's really cool.
It's a nice headset.
Yeah. I'll wait to E3. Hopefully they show more like the boxing price and everything for it. Because I would like to see it do good. Like people will think about picking it up.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know how much voice chat I'm going to be doing on Switch, because like if I'm playing my Switch and we're actually playing multiplayer games on Switch, I'm sure all three of us and like our friends will be sitting right where we're sitting right now.
Right.
using Skype or Discord or whatever. But it's cool that somebody's trying to make Nintendo voice chat viable.
Yeah.
So,
well, and like I said, I mean, there's always too, like, we've got the Xbox app for chat.
yeah, right.
Because it just, like, I mean, I just feel like it works a little better than the Nintendo one would, just because with the Nintendo one, don't you need like a dongle and all that stuff to?
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a interesting mess. So
yeah, because with the Xbox one, at least you can just literally plug your headset into it directly into your phone, and that's all you need.
Yeah, I remember around Christmas time, Ed and I would stay up late and talk and I was playing Switch, but I had my Xbox headset on. We would just be talking.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Those are the nights.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, because actually, I was just thinking you can actually hook your Switch into your Xbox and play your Switch through your Xbox and talk on the headset.
Technically, that
and
is
still
correct.
hear the sound from your game.
That is
through the headset.
Technically, you are correct.
So, that's the picture within picture.
It's the TV. It's the TV.
Yeah,
stuff.
the TV setting. So it's literally would fill the full screen, but it just would.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, before we get out of here, I want to plug a few things. Next week Ed and I, and hopefully Jesse at some point will be covering a lot of E3 stuff. During the weekends or whatever, where we are live streaming. Ed and I will be at least doing a watch along for Bethesda and Microsoft. I don't know if we're going to do a watch along for E3 or for EA, but I know that night before we do squad goals or whatever, we are going to be talking about what happened at EA that day. And then obviously Tuesday night, we're doing a big Nintendo recap and watch along and everything. It will be after the press conference, so because I have to work that day, sadly. But we will be doing a watch along that night and then covering everything. We're gonna do a breakdown of every game. We're gonna do a mini block on every game. So there's a lot of Nintendo content to get through next week.
Yeah, and actually, people come to ngrradio.com. I'm going to be trying to post stories for pretty much for Monday also with Ubisoft and Ubisoft, Square Enix, and Sony. I think the Nerds Gone Platinum guys are probably going to be watching Sony. So just come to NGR Radio, check out some of my writings for the conference and what they showed. And hopefully I'll have notes for you all in case if you want to take our notes and use it for your own podcast.
Yeah.
I'll put it up there for you all.
Yeah, and we're going to try to live stream our watch along through twitch.tv/NGR Radio. I think we're going to do it through Twitch. Maybe we'll do it through YouTube, but I'm going to figure that out. We're definitely doing it through Twitch. So I want to see if I can do a double stream and see how that goes. So we're going to try that, but at least twitch.tv/NGR Radio. We are going to do it live, so it'll be a good time. Let's see what else. Yeah, man, I can't believe E3 is this weekend. I cannot believe it.
I know it seemed like for a while like it was too far away, and it was to be excited for it, and then all of a sudden now it's like next week.
I know, it's insane.
Dude, people are still doing predictions.
I know.
All the fake like things being released, like that thing.
No,
that
a lot of podcasts.
No,
I know.
It's always funny listening to big outlets do predictions though, because like. They already know. Like, they all went to Judges Week and played all the games already. And, like, everybody that's, like, seen the pre-recorded Twitch stuff is, like, they know. And, like, their predictions are just dumb because they know. So,
right.
I usually like to listen to, like, I think Secret Friends did an E3 thing, like a small thing for E3 on one of their shows, like, Fathers of the Grind does stuff. us. I mean, we obviously did a bunch of prediction stuff, so those predictions are always better because like we don't know, we're not there. So, but anyways, other things I want to plug real quick: expansion pack every Monday at noon Eastern time on ngrradio.com and youtube.com/ngrradio, where most of us kind of just talk about a random topic. Mini blocks are happening. We had one last week on the Pokemon stuff, so we actually added that episode to the Pow Block feed. So just to kind of promote the mini blocks again. Those are usually YouTube only segments, but it's that random dose of Nintendo when you need it.
Yeah.
So let's see what else. There was one other thing. Check out our Let's Play shows, Royale with Cheese and Squad Goals and Pod and Play. And then Indie Showcase is coming up the week after E3. It starts on the 23rd.
Yay!
So that's a good time. That is a good time. So Jesse joined us for the Lightfall episode. That was a good one. That was a good time.
Yes.
It was a fun one.
It was. So, anyways, you can find Nintendo Pow Block on your podcast service of choice every Tuesday and Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. You can find it on youtube.com /NGR Radio as well. You can follow us on social media at NGR Pow Block. Join our Facebook page, our Facebook group rather, youtube.com/groups/Nintendo Pow Block. And if you want to follow all of our content, facebook.com/NGR Radio. We started posting a lot of stuff there every day as well. I got the website set up so it posts there and Twitter every day. So, yeah, man, I'm happy, man. I can't believe, like, I just did all the intros and cut some new trailers for NGR Proper 100, and like, I can't believe we're already coming up on 2 years of this.
Yeah.
When Matt and I started, and Ed was like kind of new to our group at that point, like I was going back and adding slowly adding older episodes of NGR and all the other podcasts to this show, and it was like episode 3, and it was like Matt and Corey are joined by guests Ray and Edward, and I'm like, oh wow, that was a long time ago.
Yes. Yes, everybody. I was a guest at that time. I was on another network at that time, and then now I'm co-host and host of many things, I should say.
And I think we do too much sometimes.
It's up.
And we just kind of wrangled Jesse into doing it all with us now. It's just like
right.
Sorry, Jesse. One of us. One of us.
I enjoy it. Luckily, I enjoy it. So,
yeah.
And it's always like I've said before on some episodes. Like I work night shift to people who are listening. So like, and then I work by myself. So like, this is my adult conversation talk for the most part. I mean, like I talk with my wife and stuff, occasionally and all that and whatever, the normal with that, but I don't really have too much adult conversation at work or anything like most people do. So
yeah.
So I get a lot of my conversation in here.
Yeah. Well, like at my job, it's almost the same way too, because like,
yeah.
I mean, I drive now, like I'm by myself 90% of my day, and it's like the only other interactions I have besides, with my boss for like maybe a half hour out of the day is like my wife, and then you guys, and then Matt and Moose on Mondays, right? So like,
yeah,
it's a good time though.
Yeah,
man, 2 years. I can't believe.
Hey, from where it started to what it is now is a blessing. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I know.
Well, and I'm trying to think what episode did I join the show on Arsenal X? I don't even remember. I don't even remember how long I've been.
That probably
it's got to be close to a year now, isn't it?
It's probably it's probably around maybe September, October.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have an Xbox show So
Yeah.
we was just starting out with that. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I joined eventually because I think you guys had at least like 10 episodes or so, and I think, didn't you?
We
Had
had,
Yeah.
quite a
we
few.
had a few. Let
Few.
me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up. Let's see.
Because I want to say maybe it was like a 20 in the 20s that I joined. 20, like right before 30 episode, maybe that I joined. I don't know. Maybe more than that.
Hmm.
I don't remember. It feels like it's been a year already.
I know it's getting close to it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
In the sense.
You were on episode 11.
Okay.
You were on episode 10. You were on episode 9. It's great radio, by the way. I'm sure somebody is like, you're on episode 8.
Okay, well, maybe then I did join earlier than I thought. Well, I had known, I knew though that it wasn't too many in, but I guess I didn't think it was that.
You joined in episode 7.
Okay.
It looks
All
like.
right.
Yep.
Lucky number 7.
Yep.
Right.
So.
I took hosting duties when we did the audio one, after the audio one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So. But anyways, like I feel really kind of like everybody is like kind of on the track to like pulling their own weight's the wrong word, but like, you know, Ed, you do a lot for this channel, and Jesse, you do a lot of like, you know, I mean, you have the ability to record through Twitch now, through the Xbox for squad goals when I'm not around and stuff, and it's like Nerds Gone Platinum is like all of their stuff is totally out of my hands now, right? So like unless they need like something specific for like if we decide to do new intros 6 months from now, God, nope, not gonna do it. Or like, you know, change the song or whatever in the intro or whatever. Like Jason's been testing stuff out for trophy hunters, so like like all of the NGP stuff is out of my hands now, right? And it's just like, what a not that it was like a burden or anything, but that's like 4 extra shows that I don't have to edit, and it's like free time.
Yeah.
Free time. So let's make new intros for all the shows because you
Right.
have free time. Create more work for yourself. But like I don't mean that I mean I'm not saying that to like discourage anybody or anything. I'm just saying like everybody's pulling their own weight and everybody's like doing a fantastic job, and I think I say that like once every other week, but like, you know, you guys are appreciated and it's a good time. So
Well, it's fun to do, and I have fun doing it. So
But Jesse, do
Anyways.
you have anything to plug?
yeah. You can find me on Twitter at @sub_humanist, and then also I joined the NGR Radio proper podcast. So this week Monday it would have been up, I guess,
Yep.
right? It
Yep.
was Monday.
Mhm.
So that should be out by the time you guys hear this.
Yep.
So
Yep,
check
I
that out.
uploaded
Check
it.
that
I uploaded it before we started recording. So Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at That Pressure Code, and you can check out my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and TuneIn. Also, check out Arsenal X, our NGR's Radio Xbox podcast, every Wednesday. And yeah, we're going to be getting ready for E3, and hopefully you guys will join us. Read our reviews, read our thoughts about it, come join our streams and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
by the time you hear this, it'll basically have been already be here.
E3, man. E3. You can find me at Corey HD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Nerds Gone Rogue, Arsenal X, and a plethora of other content here on ngrradio.com. Check out our website. It's a good time. I am finally almost done with it. Took a little detour to do new intros. Hope you enjoyed the new intro if you're watching the video. If you aren't watching the video, head on over and watch the video. And if you don't want to watch the podcast, don't worry. I posted all the intros by themselves. So you can watch it. It's a good time.
Yay.
Oh, man. And I'm always worried when I make an intro and I show you because I'm like, Ed better like this because if he doesn't like it, I'm just gonna scrap it and start all over.
and the thing, everybody, is we probably were talking about it on expression pack about me critiquing on stuff. We'll probably have that discussion one day.
Oh, man. But anyways, download the podcast on your podcast service of choice. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, be ready for E3.
Bye, everybody. Woohoo!